colleague from Steinle Industriepumpen, Jörg Schuheida. He's our sales manager, sales 16 years, I think.
Yes.
So, you know the market very well. How long are you in the pump business?
I started 84 in Stuttgart area with AODD pumps. And before I worked for a company for injection diesel pumps also.
So the early 80s, was it like the beginning of the AODD pumps in Europe?
Yes, I think it starts 79 in the company where I start, but they don't sell at that time very low. So it was a product that comes from America, and they use these pumps in America for mines. Mm-hmm. So they came to Europe for, especially in Germany, to go to the coal mines and so on.
Since 84, this means like 40 years already in the business.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a long time. Isn't it boring? What makes you want to be here all the time? Visit customers, talk to them every day the same, or?
Yeah, it's my whole life, so to say, and I love to do that. And I got a lot of possibilities also in the past to grow in this business with competition, you know, and yeah, I'm happy about that.
Yeah. So you say each day is a different day, each day is a different application. Mm-hmm. So you never stand in one place, yeah?
Yeah. This is very nice because if you work with the Tapflo pumps, every day you have different customers. You go to the ceramic industry on one day, and another day you have a food application. We are pumping maybe egg salad, and it's very interesting to learn how you can do it. So also around the pump, you have to be careful that it works.
Yeah, yes. And so with Steinle and with Tapflo, you are since 16, 17 years now?
Yes, since 2008.
Okay, and how do you compare Tapflo to, let's say, other brands that we can find on the market? Since you have a very nice experience working with different brands in the past, is there something special or unique?
Tapflo has a very open mind. So this was the point why I decided to go with Tapflo. I saw that there are a lot of possibilities from the past. The owner was very open, and he gave me the possibilities to grow, so to say, with Tapflo. And this was really great. We made a lot of new things together to make the product number one on the market.
And so, to enter new markets, yeah. New industries. So.
Yeah. And also we met very often and discussed possibilities there.
Yeah. I think at the time when you started, Tapflo was a rather medium-sized company, mm-hmm. but over the years it grew extremely.
Yeah.
I can tell you from my perspective that when I started 10 years ago, we had about 100 people in the factory. Mm-hmm. Now it's almost 250. Yeah. So there are more products every year, and yeah, we try to get as much of the market share as possible. The core product that you worked with was air-operated diaphragm pumps, right?
Yeah.
And some other products as well. But what makes the AODD pump so versatile and universal that we can use it in, as you said, many different applications: food sector, chemical sector, wastewater sector, filter presses. What is special about this pump?
The diaphragm pump is very interesting because you can use it in so many applications. The pump is sucking very well. It works against closed valve. You can use it from emptying IBC to very industrial applications. You have a lot of different materials you can use, especially Teflon. So you can go to solvents and chemicals which are very complicated. And this kind of pump also have a barrier system. This means nothing can come out of the pump, so you have no problems also in very complicated applications.
Yeah. Also, as you say, by selecting the proper materials, we have the capability to do almost anything.
Yeah.
Whether it's very heavy chemicals or abrasive liquids or solvents, as you say, there is always a solution that we can find. Plus, all the options that we offer make the customer feel safe when using our pumps.
Yeah.
What I can say from my side also is that Tapflo always wants to be strong in two core areas. So be quick. That is why we invest a lot in the stock, and we produce in Poland, in Europe. That is why we can deliver the pumps really quickly, and we want to be flexible. So we have a design team working full time in-house, and that is why if customer wants something special or a new option or a special execution, different connections, we are there to help them. Do you think that this is sometimes a door opener, that we can enter the customer where others cannot?
For sure, because if you are only sell a pump, you are one of thousands. But if you are able to give the customer the possibility to get also the things around the pump, this helps much. Mostly they have not enough people at the moment that they can do everything themselves. They use this, and also the service is very, very important.
This is how you win the market in Germany, right?
Yeah.
Being close to the customer.
Yeah. So I think it's very important to have enough salespeople in a country that you can serve the customer eye by eye. If you can go there for problems, especially, then they open the door, and then you can see what kind of pumps they have and problems and so on.
Yeah. I can imagine that now more and more popular is of course internet marketing and selling by the website. But if you have a breakdown or service, you cannot do it online, right?
Yeah, this is not possible.
So the customer relation is
you cannot do everything from telephone.
Yeah.
So you should go there, and I think you need both sides. So the internet nowadays is very, very important. You will get a lot of questions from customers, and then you can help them, you can service them.
Yeah. So as we talked before, that the AODD pump is a very versatile and universal pump. So can you think of any applications where the AODD is particularly better than other pump technologies like hose pumps or screw pumps?
Yeah, I think it's very nice that these pumps are self-sucking and can work against closed valves. So this means you can use it very well, especially for filter presses. These applications are very costly if you are working there with a motor-driven pump. All these things around are not so easy to handle. And with the diaphragm pump, it's just working against the pressure, and it's getting lower and lower and lower, and at the end the pump stands and the filter cake is ready. So also you see here on this pump, they are very small. If you have a big filter press pump with motor, we are talking about a lot of money. These kind of pumps are very cheap, and they are working very well for such applications. Also, if we are talking about the air consumption, normally a diaphragm pump needs air. This means it's costly. But if you use it for a filter press, it's cheaper than a motor-driven pump.
You mean in the long run?
Yeah, in the long run, because in the start, the pump is working very quick and the consumption goes up. But after 5 minutes, it goes down extremely. So at the end, the pump makes only some pulses. So this means you have no energy or nearly no energy.
Yeah. But with the air-driven pump, you need to invest also in a pressure booster, which is and some extra equipment. and it also consumes extra air.
Yeah.
Is it still
In this case,
favorable in case of motor-driven pumps?
yeah, because we have changed this. I think we are unique in this market at the moment because we have this external booster, which did not work in the beginning. So when you fill a filter press, in the beginning you have no pressure. It goes slowly up to 5 bar, and then we start the booster. So this means during the first time where a lot of energy will be lost, we save more than 30% with the booster because it's not working.
Okay.
And also when the booster did not work, this means high lifetime.
Yeah. So after all these years, the system is pretty optimized.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you tell me any tips how to optimize the lifetime of the AODD pump, or what are the common mistakes that the customers do? How they misuse the pump, so to say?
A diaphragm pump should work not on the whole range. This means the maximum of a 1-inch pump maybe is 120 liter. You should not drive the pump with 120 liter.
Why not?
Yeah, the pump can do it, but then you have a high stroke level. This means we have very good diaphragms in these pumps. They are coming from a good producer, and we have around about 80 million on the mechanical side what the diaphragm will work. But you know, when the pump is working very quick, these 80 million are very quick gone. So if the pump is working only half of the strokes, then the lifetime will be much, much bigger.
Yeah, we can see that the diaphragm is like a composite design, one piece. So I hear sometimes on the market that they say, okay, you can do 80 million strokes, but the diaphragm is expensive. Look, our diaphragm is cheaper. Yeah. What do you think about that? Of course,
there are a lot of different diaphragms on the market, but I think the version what we are using here, it's really good because it's a closed diaphragm. This is very important also for food industry.
Cleaning.
Inks, colors, all these products. You need maybe 8 times more to clean a normal diaphragm pump because you have all these O-rings and extra valve seats inside. So you don't have all these parts here in this pump.
So you say another advantage is that the pump has not many components inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very low components. And you also can see, if you are talking about spare parts, we are selling only 20% spare parts from what we earn with these pumps. So other competitions talk about 40% normally.
And what about the air valve? I heard people complaining that the air valve is located inside.
Yeah.
So you have to get inside to do the maintenance. But I think still, when you look at it, it's a quite simple device.
Yeah. This kind of pump is very easy to handle because you only have 4 or 6 screws. You open it, all the water chambers, inlet, outlet are falling away, and then you have the diaphragms. You can open it by hand, and you are directly at the air valve. So it's very quick. Also, most of the competition pumps, which have an air valve outside, they have a shifting piston inside. And the piston is the biggest problem for lifetime. So they also have to open the pump.
Okay, previously you mentioned that you should not operate the pump at the, let's say, full speed to preserve the wearing parts, to ensure that they do not wear too quickly. But how to do it? Because customer can come, plug the air, and operate the pump, right? It's easy, it's plug and play. But what can we do to improve the situation?
That's why we try to sell the customer not only the pump. It's better to give them a whole package from a valve seat, and all these filter regulators and so on. And if you have a needle valve, you can control the pump very well.
Yeah, and we can deliver the pump with a built-on set, so that the customer can easily control the pump in the whole range of operation.
Yeah. This is coming more and more, that the customers want to have the complete set just to plug in.
So do you think there is a future for the AODD pumps, or there are some other pump technologies that can push it out?
No, I'm sure that the air-driven pump will have a future.
Even though compressed air is expensive?
Yeah, because we also have a motor-driven pump. It's the same pump, but we have gears and we have the motor behind. So these pumps are much more expensive. And when we quote such pumps, mostly the customers are coming back to the air-driven pump because they start to calculate. It takes more than 3 years mostly to be on the same level. So I think we never will go completely away from such kind of pumps.
Yeah, I think the benefits overcome the energy that you have to pay for that.
Absolutely.
And do you see any pumping trends for the upcoming years? You visit a lot of customers. You also meet with competition, obviously. And so do you see something that will be the, let's say, a top trend for the future, for the upcoming years?
I think it's just important that we are flexible in the materials for such kind of pumps. And for Tapflo, it's very important to have a full range so that we can handle everything for our customers. At the moment, there are a lot of new ways here in Germany, especially the IT branch. You have the semiconductor industry, which is growing now. And I think it's very important that we are on this market.
I also see, let's say, from perspective of my generation, that people like to control everything remotely. Like you have your mobile phone, and then you would like to check how is the pump working, and to maintain it, start, stop, operate. Do you also have a feeling that this can be something for the future? Internet of Things, remote.
I think so.
Operation,
especially for motor-driven pumps, yes.
Because it's easier.
Yeah, it's much easier to handle that. So you will see this also here on the exhibition. A lot of companies have already things to control the pumps very well. So for the diaphragm pump, this is a very easy pump. So I'm not sure if you must control so much. We have the possibility to control the pump from inside. We have a lot of special things what we can offer. Also barrier systems and so on. And I think this is okay.
Thank you, Jörg, for your time. It was nice to talk to you. And I wish you a successful next years in the pump business.
Thanks.